जय महादेव सभी को। तो आइए चलते हैं 3rd नंबर के महादेव श्री ढूंढेश्वर महादेव और सुनते हैं श्री ढूंढेश्वर महादेव की पौराणिक कथा सुमन से और अंतर्दृष्टि कौंटो शिवों और मानसी से।
प्रणाम एवरीवन। 84 महादेव में आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज मैं आपको श्री ढूंढेश्वर महादेव की कथा सुनाने वाली हूँ। ढूंढेश्वर महादेव मंदिर अवंतिका के प्रसिद्ध रामघाट के पास स्थित है। पौराणिक मान्यताओं के अनुसार कैलाश पर्वत पर ढूंढ नामक गणनायक था जो कामी और दुराचारी था। एक बार वह इंद्रलोक की अप्सरा रंभा को नृत्य करता देख उस पर आसक्त हो गया। वहाँ उसने रंभा पर एक पुष्प गुच्छ फेंक दिया। यह देखकर इंद्र अत्यंत क्रोधित हुए और उन्होंने उसे श्राप दिया, जिससे वह मृत्युलोक में बेहोश होकर गिर गया। जब उसे होश आया तब उसे अपने कृत्य पर क्षोभ हुआ और श्राप से मुक्ति पाने हेतु उसने महेंद्र पर्वत पर तपस्या की, लेकिन उसे सिद्धि प्राप्त नहीं हुई। श्राप से मुक्ति पाने हेतु अनेक स्थानों पर तपस्या करता हुआ वह गंगा तट पर पहुंचा, लेकिन तब भी उसे सिद्धि प्राप्त नहीं हुई, जिससे हताश होकर उसने धर्म कर्म छोड़ने का निर्णय लिया। तभी भविष्यवाणी हुई कि महाकाल बन जाओ और शिप्रा तट पर पिशाच मुक्तेश्वर के पास स्थित शिवलिंग की पूजा करो। इससे तुम श्राप से मुक्त हो जाओगे और तुम्हें पुनः गण पद प्राप्त होगा। ढूंढ ने महाकाल वन में आकर पूरे समर्पण के साथ उस लिंग की पूजा अर्चना की, जिससे भगवान शिव प्रसन्न हुए और उसे वरदान मांगने को कहा। ढूंढ ने कहा कि इस लिंग के पूजन से मनुष्यों के पाप दूर हो और यह लिंग मेरे नाम पे प्रसिद्ध हो। तभी से यह शिवलिंग ढूंढेश्वर महादेव के नाम से विख्यात हुआ। ऐसी मान्यता है कि निष्ठा एवं समर्पण भाव से यहाँ दर्शन करने पर पापों से मुक्ति मिलती है तथा पद एवं प्रतिष्ठा की प्राप्ति होती है। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच।
Pranam everyone. So the word dhund, it reminds me of dhundala, where something is very hazy, which is not clearly defined, which is very blurry, very misty, very much like illusion or maya or rahu. You know, when things are blurred, we cannot see it clearly. We cannot be aware of what is there. Similarly, you know, if desire is without complete awareness, if it only has partial awareness, then it will just create more maya and be the result of and the cause of our downfall. So, for example, if we have desire of some kind of pleasure, right? It could be eating, it could be sex, it could be work, it could be anything. So sometimes when we are eating, you know, our tongue is feeling very good. That's what our tongue feels, and we forget to observe or become aware of what the rest of the body feels right now and what it feels in some time. We are only very aware of what the tongue feels right now. And that is the reason of our downfall, like our awareness is lacking. The same thing with sex, with work, this could happen. When Atin took me to Dhundeshvar Mahadev, what I noticed was that there was something very, very sweet tasting in my tongue, you know, automatically, just spontaneously. There was something very sweet like nectar, like soma, like amrit, like something very, very sweet. And as I became aware from the tongue, as my awareness, I started becoming aware of my other parts of the body, that sweetness started spreading. And then I started being aware of the space around my body, and the sweetness just kept increasing. When it reached my spine, there was just so much, um, the vibrations were so pleasurable, and it was almost like I was getting intoxicated. The more aware I got, um, and my awareness expanded, it deepened as well as expanded. In that, I was getting more intoxicated. Normally, what happens is, when people they say when they drink or something, they are losing awareness, and in that, intoxication increases. But this was a different kind of intoxication where you get more aware, you get more intoxicated. And there are people who do like drugs kind of thing, but that is like they are, it's not reality, it's awareness not of reality. It is they're creating some other illusionary reality. So, and I have to say that after I felt that sweetness in my mouth, um, it was not only sweet, but it was also nourishing. And I did not need to eat after that for many hours. Maybe the next afternoon, I did not need to eat at all. So it really, the fulfillment that is possible when we go into complete awareness and complete observation, or increasing awareness, is really the path um, to fulfillment and to Mahadev.
So this story of Dhundeshwar Mahadev, it distinguishes the evil of lust. Uh, why is lust so much evil? And is the lust same as pleasure? A lot of people, they get very confused about, they start to equate the lust and pleasure as same, especially in the matter of sex. If there is a pleasure, they think it is lust. But there is a huge difference between lust and pleasure. In lust, you are relating only with the physical dimension. And in pleasure, you are moving from body to heart to soul. The pleasure can be very soulful. When the pleasure is restricted only to the body, it becomes lust. But when pleasure goes into the soul, when it is spread out of your body, it is in your aura, it is in the space, then it becomes the union of Shiva and Shakti. In lust, we reduce the other person into body. Other person is soul primarily. Who has the body? So in pleasure, the body is the gateway to the divinity. So here the offering to Dhundeshwar Mahadev is our lustful nature, uh, and we start to explore the dimensions of pleasure which are more heart, more loving, and more soulful. Start to experience the pleasure in around the body, in your aura, in the whole space. So this Mahadev actually is the journey from body to soul or space, the pleasure in space. So here offering to is the lust, and the blessing is the pleasure which is omnipresent, which exists in the space. The pleasure which the space, a dimension of space, the pleasure that exists in the whole space, the pleasure which is experienced not by your body, also by your body, and also by your soul. So this is the blessing of Dhundeshwar Mahadev.
सो जैसे आपने श्री ढूंढेश्वर महादेव की कथा सुनी और अंतर्दृष्टि सुनी, तो धुंडेश्वर महादेव में हमको बड़ी डीप लर्निंग मिलती है लस्ट से प्लेजर की ओर और डिवाइन प्लेजर। और धुंडेश्वर महादेव में गहरी इंसाइट्स मिलती है कि लस्ट क्या होता है, डिवाइन प्लेजर क्या होता है। किसी भी तरह का आपको प्लेजर हो, किसी फूड का प्लेजर, सेंशुअल प्लेजर, वो कैसे हमारे सबकॉन्शियस जब उसको लीड करता है, जो हम लोग उसको वही अवेयरनेस के साथ नहीं जीते हैं, तो कैसे वो सबकॉन्शियस लीड करता है, वो हमको गिरा देता है लाइफ में। वो कैसे डिवाइन प्लेजर, हम जब अपना सबकॉन्शियस, अपना लस्ट अपना डिज़ोल्व करते हैं, अपना कंपैरिजन, अपना गिल्ट रिलेटेड टू लस्ट और प्लेजर, जब हम उसको डिज़ोल्व करते हैं, सो हमको एक्सपीरियंस होता है डिवाइन प्लेजर। सो आइए चलते हैं, अनुभव करते हैं। जय महादेव।